got fun stuff to talk about today. I'm going to try and stay away from politics. Schmitty's going to try and stay away from politics today because the politics are all over the world right now. And we're here to have fun. Episode 175, Jobins. And guess what? We finally got that third mic up and ready.
Isn't it amazing, Jobins? Isn't it amazing? Episode 175, 3 mics. My boy Schmitty set it all up.
Hey,
what
hey.
a legend. What a legend.
Only 175 episodes it took, Jobins, but we fucking did it. God, I'm not going to lie. Setting this up, it took me back. Mikey, shout out Mikey Music. He's been wanting to start a pod. I think he's getting ready to get it going. But, lately I've been thinking about, like, when you believe in something, obstacles are easy. Challenges are easy. When you don't believe in something, nothing can stop you. Mm-hmm. And we had these guys from Manchester, these two guys who have joined our gym recently, and they're trying to make it. They're good. They bring good energy. They're good lads. And I was even talking to them about it. They had to get on multiple flights just to get out of their country in layovers. Then they get the long flight to America. Then they get to another flight to here to Arizona in a bus. And it's like, now to some people in Manchester, they'd be like, damn, I can't do that.
Yeah, travel plans are stressful, let alone how much you got to save up for it.
I can't do that. I ain't got the money to go do that. But then you got these two dudes who went and did it, and because they believe in themselves. So those challenges that might seem like a mountain are really small. You know?
Mm-hmm. Is their goals to be like professional fighters as well?
Yeah, and they're scrappy. They're young. They're like sitting there with a notepad, and their eyes are wide. You know what I mean? They're ready to just take guidance.
And they're young, so they're learning quick too.
If you're willing to travel that far just to get the best education in whatever you're trying to do, like that's the best step to take, man. So
right?
Shout out to those boys, man. Shout out to the lads.
Respect to them for sure. It's a long way to go.
Yeah, dude. They've inspired me because I was talking to Mikey. Full circle with this. Mikey's struggling because he's like, he wanted to use our shit, which then I got to the idea. I'm like, man, if we could just like buy a warehouse and then we just fill out different rooms with people who want to do pods and we just collect, check, boom, little pod farm, that'd be fire.
There's a lot of those like in California and stuff.
Yeah, dude, it'd be fire. But I was trying to tell Mikey, I'm like, dude, instead of just coming over and using my shit and having to rely on that, come over, I'll show you the basic shit of what you got to get. So you can just do it yourself and know how to do it yourself because you're starting so small so far. You know what I mean?
And at the end, it's always going to be better to do stuff like that on your own.
Yeah.
Once you rely on people, you never know, bro. They got to move or something like that. Something can change, and then that'll set things apart. So you got to do it on your own so you can always rely on yourself.
It could be on your time.
But at the same time, I really do like the idea of like if we could get a pod farm or something, because there could be a lot of people that just want to try it out.
Dude, everyone wants to do pods.
And then, once they realize at least they didn't sink as much of an investment into it.
Yeah.
If they were renting out a.
Because, bro, look at us. Like, we're broke, right? Well, not Brendan's got that moolah.
Hey, dude.
Recently.
No, I still struggle with bills.
I know. I'm teasing. You're doing better than Schmitters. But that doesn't stop us, right? Right? It did delay. There was, life is life. Life's going to come at you, right? And there's delays and things like that. And then finally we did what? We pulled the trigger. We said, hey, we got to do it. Time is time. And we got 2 more mics. We got 2 more. You had to get 2 of everything. We had to get a new focus right. Like it all adds up. But we fucking got it, and look at us, baby.
Yeah. It's like what you were just saying. You're just betting on yourself.
I'm betting on myself. And boy, does it feel good finally having a third mic for a guest. So Brendan's not flipping it around, or I'm not flipping it around, waiting.
It is so nice, dude, to have and it's like Jobins, we used to back in the day have to keep passing the mic back and forth like that, and it just was so disruptive. This is so fire.
Yeah, that tripped me out. I thought you guys for sure had done like a 3-person pod with 3 mics, but yeah, it was just that you guys were passing the mic back and forth pretty much.
It's crazy because sometimes I'm like, damn, what am I doing? Where am I going? Where am I going? But we just got to stay positive and directed because, dude, if I reflect, Jobins, on the past just 3 years of me and Brendan doing this podcast, feels like we've been doing it forever. We've had a lot of damn good times doing this podcast. But also, we started in my mom and dad's basement. And we were using some shitty ass video cameras. We weren't even using the phone yet. I had a shittier phone back then. You know?
Dude, it's really cool to think about the evolution
of
it and like how we're still evolving constantly.
And how small things added up. Bro, Sean gave me that Mac, and that thing has saved my life. I was doing my pods in the beginning on a shitty ass computer, and it would take 9 hours just to process the video when I would link it up and everything and edit it. Sometimes I'd wake up in the middle of the night because I'd wake up in the middle of the night and check on it, because sometimes it would stop and fuck up. It would be halfway through, 4 hours in, and it would fuck up. And I'd have to wake up in the middle of the night and just restart it all, just so that when I wake up, it could be somewhat hours back in. You know what I mean?
It's always frustrating.
And now look. Yeah. Editing is fucking easy.
Persistence too. You never quit, you know?
Yeah.
We never quit.
Right?
So. Go ahead. Breaks here and there, but
it's awesome.
We're learning.
We're learning, baby. Breaks here and there and stuff like that, but still, you're still leveling up. Even though, you know, you take your time off or whatever, it's still important to keep growing, even if it takes a little bit of time.
Yeah. And boy, has just this little upgrade to my own podcast, boy, has sparked a fire in me, because now in my head, I'm like, dude, we can have endless podcasts. I actually can get the people I want to get on. You know what I mean? And feel good about it. Because I don't want to have someone who's really good to be valued on, and then we're doing.
And then I feel like just having both of us with them, it can make it more, it's like, doesn't feel like such an interview format maybe.
Yeah.
Make it easier for the guests too.
So JonJones, Schmitty's advice, if you're wanting to start a podcast, just start simple and just start and upgrade as you go. It's the best way to do it. Best way.
That can go for a lot of things too.
Oh, yeah, right?
Yeah, just stuff in general.
Losing weight.
Yep.
Losing weight, which
just start.
Brendan has now all about Dave Dave Blunt's.
When I was about down the cup.
I know, when I was singing the song, Brendan was telling me to shut the hell up. Now he's singing it like he can't stop.
It's so catchy.
Dude, I honestly am a little late to the party.
Yeah.
But I'm actually a fan of, he sounds good, in my opinion.
Well, he went viral. I learned of Dave Blunt's for the Juice WRLD Remembrance concert. That's when I discovered who Dave Blunt's was, which wasn't that long ago. But I just saw this video this morning where the whole crowd goes nuts when this motherfucker just stands up on stage off the couch. And, you know, everyone's talking shit. They're like, oh, this is where we've gotten. Look, this is horrible, right? In my head, I'm like, Dave, you could have the biggest weight loss story ever. Ever. You know what I mean? If Dave Blunt puts down the cup and starts picking some shit up, he needs to move out here to Arizona. He needs to learn from Tim and Welch, or Dave Blunt's, go watch all their pods, because if he changed his life and became skinny, it would be one of the biggest weight loss stories ever, I think.
Dude, I don't even think he'd have to go as far as seeking out a gym, like that good of a gym.
Yeah.
Just like getting up and walking around his neighborhood and jogging and stuff, like the little steps.
Well,
first.
We're not going to start jogging yet, Mr. Dave Blunt. We're going to start walking. We're going to start walking. You know, we're going to walk to the mailbox and back because we're going to start small. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm fat. JonJones, I can talk about it because, you know, I used to be so fat to where it was like, man, just the smallest changes will help you, motherfucker. Eating right and walking and exercising and just doing some exercise. When you're that big, the weight's easy to lose with small habit changes, right? You'll drop 60 and be like, man, I'm not even really doing anything. I'm killing it, right? And then it just gets harder the more you lose. The harder you got to work, the more consistent you got to stay. So
and when you have that much too, it's like, hey, bro, do you guys think that like he'll have a lot of excess skin?
Oh, fuck yeah. What are you talking about?
Because of his size? Because it's like, dude, some things I feel like even if you lose all the weight, it's like, how do you get rid of that? You like
surgery.
Yeah. It's like that guy from My Name Is Earl. Suplee.
Ethan Suplee?
Suplee, yeah. That guy, he had to get like surgery and stuff because he went down a lot of weight.
I loved Ethan Suplee back in the day.
Swole as fuck now.
Yeah. Dude, in Butterfly Effect, when he smashes the pool stick and he's like whistling at the guy, I was like, oh shit.
That's a wild movie.
Dude, he's all emoed out in it too, black hair and everything. It's like Lil Peep.
Yeah. So I want Dave Blunt to lose weight. I want him to be a fucking success story.
That would be a
Dude,
good
I'm
story.
sure
I don't want to see my man die.
He pulls like a Nico Cotto avocado.
Put down the cup.
He puts down the cup.
Yeah, he put down the cup. That was the
Started
story
drinking
here.
water.
Dude, day and night.
But the fact that it's lean too, it's like I'm really rooting for him just because of the whole genre of like we don't need to lose another like talented artist because of drugs too.
He's young too. He still has.
So I'm team Dave Blunt as well.
Yeah.
What do you think about his controversial lyrics?
Yeah, he's got one song titled "Bundle of Sticks," and the line is, "I'm a bundle of sticks." Yeah, and I'm not gonna say the word, but it's the F word.
Damn. So he's trying to make that just normal again.
He had beef with Snoop Dogg too.
Really?
That's how he got like really big, was because.
How you gonna beef with the fucking legend Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, I can't remember what it was or something like that, but he was telling him like to like stand up, that he feels bad for him or whatever, or some shit like that. And Dave Blunt said, "Fuck Snoop Dogg" or whatever while he was at his concert. So yeah, he has like beef with Snoop Dogg for sure.
When Snoop was given love,
I know. He was just trying to help him out. He literally said that after. He's like, "Motherfucker, I was just trying to help you out. I was just giving you some good advice, but whatever. Damn. Put down the cup."
Maybe he's got his reasons, dude. After listening to Dave Blunt's lyrics, he's a real one.
Yeah.
He's going to spend a check on his, I'm not going to say that word either, but not on the hoes, but on his homies.
Yeah, I've been following along a little bit. He had a girlfriend. The girlfriend left him, and he started beefing with her now. He's like, "Fuck her. Like, I'm done with her. I don't need her."
I think Schmitter's started a trend here, Jobins, and I think it's crashing out because I see a lot of content these days where everyone's crashing out, and it's like the thing to watch now. So I took that for the team, and I'm saying it.
That's a big crash.
Yep.
Dave Blunt.
Yep. Well, I also saw that, dude, the fact that girls can start an OnlyFans page and make $45 million in 1 year, I'm just like, holy fuck. Holy fuck. Skylar Bree or whatever the fuck her name is.
Sky Bree.
Yeah, the OnlyFans models.
Yeah. 100. Good for them. I'm not hating. Good for them. They did it. Good for them. You know? But holy fuck.
That's some demon stuff, though.
Yeah.
If you're questioning it, it's like, who's to blame, though? Because it's more on the viewer, right? The person putting the money towards it.
Yeah. That's just jealousy talking because I want $45 million too.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah. And, you know, could guys do it?
Guys do it.
They do?
Yeah. They're out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
What would be Schmitty's audience if he had an OnlyFans account? What do you think my audience is? Men? Probably.
Older women?
Older women?
I was older women? Like MILFs, like type.
You think so? Yeah. The MILFs would come in?
Yeah, for sure.
You know my dual.
Like MILFs are into Schmitty. I don't know.
Bro, lately, during the holidays, I am a god walking down the aisles in a grocery store because you guys saw it.
Yeah, yesterday.
Once one starts, it's like they're like, please, and they look at me like I'm a fucking hero.
Yeah,
I needed you too, dude.
Yep.
Because it was a top shelf. I needed Worcestershire sauce.
Sure.
I was like, man, should I be making reels where I'm like, but I wish I could get their genuine reactions. You know what I mean? Because boy, do they all. The old ladies are the happiest they can ever be when old Schmitters grab something from the top shelf for them that
Sit
they can't
down,
reach.
Santa Claus. My boy Schmitty's here to save the day.
I'm saving fucking lives in
saving
Walmart.
Christmas.
So
it's very convenient for the short kings too.
What would Brendan's audience be for OnlyFans?
Probably just
the Philippines.
Asian type, yeah.
Man,
I can see that.
I like to think I get all the chicks.
The rich ladies.
He gets all the categories.
I feel like it'd be Chris. I feel like the older ladies would be wanting to take Chris out if he had an OnlyFans account.
He'd be on his bike and everything, doing his crazy tricks.
I am into the more experienced ladies.
Damn.
They just know what they want, man. It's
man,
pretty easy work.
I know somebody who knows somebody where it's like this person goes out on dates with rich old men just for the hell of it because they can get a free dinner. And I'm like, hey, that's awesome. I wish I could do that.
Yeah. That's like low level, and then you work your way up to like OnlyFans type shit where they're paying you thousands of dollars to fucking just send them a picture of their fucking toe or something.
Would you have guilt if you know you're just out on there just jerking off? Like you are just known for you're out there and it's sex. Would you care? Would you, or that money coming in, there's just nothing holding back?
Yeah, I mean, if you made the decision already to just get paid for it, you might as well just be in it already, yeah.
It's different when you're in a relationship, I feel like. I'd have to get like permission from my girl first before
There's
I
a lot
I know.
out of respect, because I would want that same courtesy.
Especially if you get into it and you're not in a relationship and then you want to be in a relationship once you're in it, it's like, fuck.
And then
now what do you got to do?
Do you tell them right away? Or it's like, do you wait till the money's coming in? And then when it's like, baby, look, $5 million check. and I'm sorry, but I've been doing some shit on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
What do you do? What would you do? Would you tell her right away, Brandon? Or you wait until the money comes in?
$5 million.
You got not right away. You got to work. You're jerking and working for that.
So basically, you're doing it while you're in the relationship.
Yep. And she don't know. And then finally, wait a minute, money's coming in. She can't. And you're thinking she can't be mad at me now. Look at this money.
I'll have to ask her because I don't know if it's $5 million that I've earned
in a month. $5 million a month.
You gotta wonder how the fuck is he paying for all this shit?
It's $5 million a month.
I'd be like, baby, I got us a house.
Yeah,
bro.
How?
Yeah,
morals are gone.
Well,
morals are gone.
No.
That's the thing. And then you got to think about kids too. Like,
we're gonna break down the Kim Kardashian trailer here in a little music video or whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah,
because I'm telling you, it's gone.
It's insane.
Morals are gone, Brendan.
Oh no, yeah,
dude.
No shame, bro.
There ain't. Why have shame when you got money in the bank and you can go do whatever you want?
You know what?
That's the choice right there.
There's
you gotta have no shame.
There is no price.
The money, then.
There is no price on my integrity, boys. So I will not whore myself
I'm
out
sorry, Mama. Don't
for
watch.
any amount of money that you're talking about. So guess what? I'm gonna retract the $5 million statement, and I don't care how much money.
I'm punching my ticket.
I'm not doing it.
I'm here. I'm signing the waiver.
It's like the devil and the angel on my shoulders right now.
Mama, don't look. Mama, don't look. Anyone else in the family? Hey, I warned you, and I'm sorry, but Mama, please don't look.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Ooh, turn that off. Wow.
I feel like I wouldn't.
Hell.
I feel like I wouldn't say anything.
Oh no.
I feel like I wouldn't say anything.
You wouldn't even say anything ever?
No, I would say something like once the money's coming in, like you said. But like, yeah, I would have to wait, bro. Because how are you gonna even explain that if you're already doing it? You know what I mean? It's tough. But if you have something to show for it, fuck, I don't know, man. It's tough.
Dude, all the morals are out the window, especially with the.
But we're saying
someone's dealing with this right now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We're looking at it in the point of view that you're already in it, like you're doing it. You know what I mean? Like you already made the decision to do it. It's just about whether or not you're gonna tell your girl.
So once you get it in the spot, I should probably be over there doing it, Brennan. But once you, it's weird. We can just watch it from your phone, and I could show you. I should have done it earlier. So that connector thing's a little broken. JonJones, we also have a little TV here, a little monitor, because Jamie's on it. Thank you, Jamie, and he's gonna figure that out. But for the meantime, we'll just do this because JonJones, Kim Kardashian. What is this, Brendan?
It's on Instagram. Kim Kardashian didn't even post this. I'm sorry that I cut you off earlier, too, with the technical difficulties,
you're good, dude.
by the way, Christian.
Yeah,
but anyways, JonJones.
That was fucked.
The whole thing with the Kim Kardashian video that went viral, I would guess you'd say viral.
Yeah.
I hate that they just post shit on Instagram only. Like, you can't find it on YouTube.
Can you see that, Brendan?
Just reactions.
Can you see it, Brendan?
Yeah, no, I can see it.
All right, JonJones. So there's a lot of shit going on in this trailer. You got Kim Kardashian fucking.
She's doing a cover.
That's a devil, dog.
She's doing a cover of Santa Baby.
Okay.
The Christmas
And she's
song.
crawling around, and we got nothing but fucking
ass
crazy.
in the air the entire video.
It's like a found footage thing too. Someone's like the camera guy behind it. We'll figure that out.
What do you think the message is behind this?
I think the message is basically fuck religion and sell sex.
You got the donkey and
pretty
who's
obvious.
that, Mary?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like the recreation of the nativity scene.
Yeah. And then what's weird is JonJones. This video is so strange. It's so eerie. And then on top of it, why does it get me horny?
Well, it's because
again, her ass is in the air the entire video.
There's some times where it really slaps me in my face. This ain't good.
How did Kim K get famous?
She's in like this blonde
sex
wig
tape?
too.
Yeah.
We're just talking about OnlyFans. We're just talking about all these models and stuff and morals going out the window. And then you got shit like this coming out where it's like you're going to go right to religious iconography, you know, like looking at Jesus in the nativity scene. And then you're going to pan to an ass?
Yeah.
That's coming up too because that's that one part.
That's insane.
Jamie, pull it up on the screen for the people to watch.
That
Sorry
is
about that.
Yeah,
Black
we'll get there
Mirror.
one day.
That's Black Mirror level.
Yeah. For all my Latinos out there, it's basically, you know, growing up in Christmas, they would have like the little statues and stuff of Jesus and the sheep and all that stuff. They show like a scene of that and then directly pan over to Kim Kardashian's ass. This is like some fuck religion type shit. It's crazy.
And then they got that nun too, and Jobin, she's laying down like with the cross and then saying weird shit. It's disturbing.
There's some weird
I ain't no saint, but
parts in it.
this
There's
is
some
some
parts
crazy
where
shit.
it's like, but I love it. I can't look away, and I love this kind of shit.
yeah, they're selling some
because
sex here for
my
sure.
whole life I'm like, are we gonna get into a point where like shit gets really weird and scary? Because I want some good scary movies.
Well, I mean, how scary is it when it's
I want
real? Too?
Yeah, reality.
I know.
Reality is starting to be the scary movie.
For real. What's crazy is, so I was watching Patrick Bet David talking to this guy. I forget his name. Super smart dude. That's enough of that. That is I think that's some brainwashing shit right there. I think there's.
Oh, yeah.
So you know when
The
you
ass
watch.
is hypnotizing.
Yeah, dude. I think whenever you're watching a movie, right, or now it's reels and people get that dopamine hit, right? I think that's what the brain controlling part is. Because we would watch movies and you get invested and then a movie would make you feel a certain way. Well, now that I'm feeling that certain way, I'm walking out of the theater talking about how it made me feel. I'm talking about those scenes. It's making me think like that. You know what I mean? Like we grew up on a lot of marriage, like, comedy, love movies, love stories. You know what I mean? A guy chasing a girl.
They still make them.
They still make them. Yeah. I know. They're just not as good anymore. Nothing's as fucking good anymore.
That's not true. Hot Frosty JonJones is a great.
You make me want to jump out of a window when you say shit like that. and he's excited for the new Superman movie. I can't stand it.
Oh my god, bro!
I hate you.
I feel like Christian would be down for it too. Dude, it's got Crypto the dog in it. That's so sick.
The
dude.
only thing I'm looking forward to, and
James Gunn is a good director.
I believe in James Gunn. I've always liked his work, so I feel like he's still gonna pull something off.
Before I go down this fucking rabbit hole, we'll get to that later.
Shit.
I'm sorry. I want to get back to the satanic shit that we're talking about.
Oh yeah.
Because what's crazy is that Patrick Bet David was talking about how Americans have bought the most Bibles this year. This year was like the most sales in Bible sales. And he said what's interesting about that is book sales are down because everyone could get audiobooks and everything. You don't have to have a book to read it anymore. Right. But yet the Bible is up in sales. And I'm like, damn, my boy Izzy just bought me the Bible. I'm reading. I'm like, I myself have been going back and I'm trying to figure out the basics of this whole thing called life. You know what I mean? And it's weird. And the guy who was saying it's Patrick Bet David, he was saying it's like, well, that's because there's so much. Everyone knows how crazy everything is. Every aspect of everything is fucking nuts, right? So people are resorting back to like what it all is, like what it all means, what's it all for.
And everybody knows too, like when God's more prominent in the world, so is the devil, you know,
right?
Because the devil's always gonna try to pull you back. So.
And the weird thing about that Kim Kardashian thing, and we'll talk about what you were thinking about this morning with the Entourage, is now more than ever the satanic shit is right in our face.
Yeah.
And how's that kind of aligns with like the doomsday type shit where he's gonna reveal himself.
Look at Suicide Boys. I'm a huge Suicide Boys fan, and a lot of people who don't take the time and day to listen to Suicide Boys, they kind of just think, oh, everything they say is satanic.
Some of it is.
Some of it is.
Some of it is.
Some of it is. But guess what? They're recently, even Ruby and Scrim are changing lyrics to their song while they're performing.
Really?
Because they themselves have become more religious.
Yeah.
So right here for all you Suicide Haters fans right there that you thought you were getting away with something right there for a second, but you didn't.
People change.
Because here's the thing. People like, dude, this... And when you have Patrick Bet David actually talking about the multiverse, I really think we're about to learn some shit. And sometimes I'm like, have I lost my fucking mind? I'm not crazy. Like, I think I'm a rational thinker and observer, and I take things in. I'm not a closed-minded person. You know what I mean? I know what makes sense. I know what doesn't, but I can also think outside the box. Am I fucking crazy that I think we might actually discover the fucking multiverse and something's going on? Or have I lost my fucking mind? Because
well, the probability.
Yeah, probability is that I've just lost my fucking mind.
Speaking of the Bible and stuff like that, you can see a lot of the stuff playing out from that.
Biblical shit right now, but then it's like
shit. The aliens might be what's to do with that too.
Oh God, Project Blue Beam.
You know what though? Because we've always been movie buffs. We've always loved entertainment. And you said hell is going to be so much more fun if it's real.
Chill.
And it's like it's easy
bar for bar.
It's easy to be like, oh man, hell and the devil is bad. But some of our like favorite entertainment and stuff is like has hellish, I don't know, influences.
Oh yeah, it's been hinted since forever ago. It's just like you said, it's now actually in our faces. Like it's for real. Like you can't avoid it anymore. That's
right?
why Bible sales are up, you know?
I think what's about to get real weird, and I was talking about this on the Confidential, is when you have the Saudi Arabian people freak me out because they have so much money and they're making these futuristic cities. And obviously we can go back and there's YouTube videos of like China having these big visualizations for cities, and they turn out to be ghost towns because they couldn't actually afford to make it, in over their head type thoughts. But the Saudi Arabians have so much money, and they're already so advanced. Abu Dhabi is so insane that they're going to make Abu Dhabi look small because they're inspired by Abu Dhabi. And so when you have all these huge, they're making like 4 big, massive, and one of them is like 99% done. And these are tourist attraction cities. These are futuristic cities that they're making. They got all their money with oil. Now that the times are changing. It's all solar power. They got all these fucking windmills. And one city is being built right outside, apparently, these mountains where Moses talked to Jesus.
Oh, my God.
And so what I think is about to get real fucking weird is when this AI technology gets us thinking about religion and what it makes us believe or whatever. I think it's about to get weird.
Dude, it's going to get really weird, Jobins, because even China, too, they have, like, the first commercial robots coming out, like, that you can buy.
Yeah.
They've already made 900 since December 15th. Like, they're going to be mass-produced. And these things were, like, marching uniform. It was freaky.
I know. I've already been thinking about how I'd lock my robot up at night, and I think I'd have a cage within a cage within a cage so that it can't get out. I don't know.
You just turn it off.
I don't know.
It'll have a
Take
power
the,
off.
take the batteries out.
Brother, something tells me that, like, I don't know.
Like,
I
you
don't
get too
think
smart for that shit.
I don't think when you turn your phone off, you turn your phone off. You're just telling yourself you turned your phone off. That's what I think. And also, like the guys who were talking about, there was this terrorist attack where, remember, the walkie-talkies were blowing up?
Oh, right.
And the people were buying them, not knowing they were buying them. And it was from a long time ago, and they had bought like 100, like, or thousands of them, right? I forget the number, but a shitload. Well, the guy was on the 60-minute interview, and he was saying, we already did the walkie-talkies. Now they know that that's what's coming. He goes, we're already onto something else that they don't know, and we're keeping them guessing. Bro, what's that movie where remember in Grand Theft Auto, you kill the guy when he answers his phone, the politician guy?
Dude, that's so creepy.
Bro, I'm like, do I get the new iPhone?
Isn't that like...
Do I get the new iPhone? Is that shit going to blow up in my face?
Yeah. There's a movie that teases that.
Yeah, dude. It's all in our...
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
And what should scare you, Jobins, is the Freedom of Information Act, because you can't just request any information that you want. The Congress, they can be like, no, we're not going to give you this information because it could, under the exemption of national security, we can't release that to you. They could put anything under a national security threat. And then, boom.
That's why this drone thing pisses me off so bad, because it's like when it's something that should just be fucking basic fucking shit, you find out and you let the people know, and then we're not. That's what pisses me off. Is it a distraction? Is it a lost weapon? Is it foreign people when they're saying it's not?
They're always hiding something, bro.
There's just all this shit. And what aggravates me is people. I'm like, God damn it. We've been having people fuck with drones. Everyone's drones. So it's just so out there. And then even in that fucking movie, again, White House Down or whatever it is, when the drone war, because it's just, it's so evident. And if it's Elon, which I think it might be.
The next president?
Current president.
Oh, man.
Nah, Trump said he can't be because he wasn't born here.
So, Brendan, did you stay on top of that? Like God damn it, here I am. Sorry, guys. Here I am talking about the political thing. But did you stay on top of because they were almost going to shut down the government because Elon didn't want that shit to go down, but then they did.
Yeah, they passed just temporary because it'll last till March for first government spending, so they don't have to shut it down.
And the government, government shutdowns are stupid because it's like the people that, shut it down. And then once it starts, the people get their money. It's like, make the real change. If we're going to shut down the government, what is shut down to you? When I say, I shut it down, that means that it ain't ever coming back. It was shut down.
Well, if you shut down for the night, it's just like
I hate it.
Closing the doors.
Let's reset. Let's think about this. We'll get you guys your money tomorrow.
Some people would argue that a government shutdown is better than, all the spending, though.
Yeah, just to reset shit.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name was saying? Are we already at like that? What is it? Totalitarian or whatever?
Or oligarch.
Oligarchy?
Mm-hmm.
Because of the way Elon's acting?
You know who said that?
Who was it?
Bernie Sanders.
That's right.
And guess what? Bernie Sanders has, I think, like 70 million or something. So shut the hell up, Bernie. Seriously. That's just,
bro.
It gets me so mad when politicians that are millionaires try to, talk to the common person.
Well, bro, what sucks is like we're all kind of victims of our propaganda because we don't, the general public is not caught up. Like, we think that this is how other countries are when really they're not. It's not until you actually talk to people from those countries and they're like, oh yeah, you guys and your propaganda and your shit is just unbelievable. I go, fuck. Because now we're literally in this time of world where fake news, and we could be spreading fake news just by fucking up, not meaning to. Mm-hmm. That's how easy fake news is spread. And then when you got people wanting to spread fake news and make it seem as believable as possible, we're in this world where the truth is right in front of us and we don't even fucking know it.
There's people that get paid to just tweet things for the Democrat Party, for the Republican Party, like that don't even really believe what they're saying, but they're just trying to get engagement.
Yeah, push an agenda, get people talking or going against it, so it looks like everybody's divided pretty much.
One thing that pisses me off are those smart people that knew how to turn YouTube channels into like, oh, well, I just take this and I repost it and it gets millions of views and I got all my plaques. I'm like, cool, dude. Cool. You found the way. You found the loophole, dude. Thanks. You ruined it for everybody else.
Hey, but you got 3 mics now, or 4 mics.
Hey.
I know. Yeah, let's not talk too much shit on YouTube.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Sorry about that,
overlords. Not the overlords.
Sorry about that, YouTube. We love you.
We love you.
We love you, YouTube.
I love YouTube.
Let me sign the deal. Let me sign my soul. I'll be there full time.
Full circle.
I will be there full time. I'll sleep on set. What do you want me to do?
I'll have my coffee.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the Blake Lively thing going on, guys?
JonJones,
little gossip, little entertainment. But she's going after her co-star / director of this movie called It Ends With Us, which the movie itself is about domestic abuse in a relationship where she gets beat and everything from the guy that she's like suing now for sexual harassment. And she's also a producer in the movie, and he's a producer, and there was like legal rights and stuff. So it's like, is she even like being truly authentic with like her trying to blackball him and him trying to blackball her? It's actually a mess.
Yeah.
Is this to sell tickets?
And
then other people saying that as well.
To view the movie more? Because isn't it like on streaming or something like that?
Bro, how would I, here I am. I've got this screenplay. I've got all these people underneath me that are going to make this movie. I'm going to direct it. I'm also going to star in it with the beautiful Blake Lively.
Right.
And I'm actually going to physically abuse her and no one's going to know about it. No.
That's insane.
That don't even make sense. Like, you got to be a fucking psychopath. There's got to be some psychopaths in that movie making thing, or...
Well, it wasn't exactly like that. So he bought the rights to the book, like, for making a movie out of a movie.
How did he get this money to buy the rights to the book?
Because he was already in Hollywood and stuff.
Okay.
And then, so since he had the rights already, she also had read the book and like wanted to make the movie really badly. Mm-hmm. So she couldn't just buy the whole thing and be the producer outright. Mm-hmm. She had to have him on there too because of him having ownership rights for a movie adaptation.
And then if I'm Blake Lively, who is married to Ryan Reynolds,
her and Ryan Reynolds' production company producing it.
Damn.
So Ryan Reynolds never knew when she's coming home from a 9-to-5 acting job and she's been abused.
Dude, it's a sexual movie too.
And he made Deadpool and Wolverine while this was going on.
While this is going on. Not my Ryan Reynolds. My Ryan Reynolds would put a fucking stop to this.
Oh, yeah.
I think Ryan Reynolds is in the club.
Shish kebab.
George, I've been showing Brendan. I don't know how you never knew George Carlin before me, but I guess it was because of my parents. But I fucking loved George Carlin, and we loved Jay and Silent Bob back in the day. So I don't know how you didn't pick it up from there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But George Carlin, I know.
Just because they're gonna get you for it.
Hey, we're 175 episodes in. I've butchered too many names to even care anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I even fucked up. I've been Bram Stoker. You know what I mean? I fuck up Bram Stoker. I fuck up Francis Ford Coppola.
Nosferatu.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I fuck them all up. And these are people I love. So that's why technology is going to replace us all, because I can't. So,
It's all right, man.
so what was I saying?
Dude, you were talking about George Carlin, how I didn't
Carlin.
find him out for a
Carlin.
long time.
Carwin? What is it?
You're going to get everyone saying
Carlin.
George Carwin.
I do that too.
Carlin.
It's
I
George
do
Carlin.
that. I
With
fuck
an
that.
L.
It's contagious, because when you believe in something, other people will believe it if they hear it straight from the mouth, and that's how that is.
You were just trying to full circle what you were
Yep.
just talking about.
Look at
Holy
me.
shit. Look at you.
Not even meaning to.
Incredible.
Incredible. But George was ahead of his time. I'm not even going to say his last name. George was ahead of his time,
Yeah.
and he was the fucking man. And Brendan loves now, because there's one of the YouTubes where he's like, there's a big club, and you're not invited.
Mm-hmm.
That's just stuck with Brendan right now.
Mhm.
And it's true. But here's the thing. I'm really going to be upset if it's everybody, because I hate these reels. I want to do a pod with JoJo's brother. He's blowing up on TikTok and Instagram. Suicide Ruby follows him, talks to him.
That's fire.
Yeah, all these other UFC fighters follow him and talk to him,
Mm.
because he's constantly posting conspiracy theories and like up on it. And he's like doing like a new way of it. He's even got merch. Like, JoJo's brother's killing it. I'm like, please do a pod when you're in here.
It's like the Entourage thing I was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always been like in the movies. Like I said, the Entourage, the movie ends with a P. Diddy song.
Yeah.
In the first episode, the song that ends is a Jay-Z song called Lucifer.
Coincidence?
Called Lucifer.
Called Lucifer.
Great
What the
song.
hell?
It's a great song, but now in hindsight, you look at it, you're like, holy shit.
You know the song it gets deep. You know the song I'm a Survivor by Destiny's Child?
Yeah.
Beyonce and all them?
Oh,
If you go watch the music video, all the colors they use are similar to Aaliyah's last music video before she dies, as if they're mocking it.
wow.
Dude, that's disturbing as hell.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and the guy that created Entourage, I think his name's Doug Ellen or whatever. He's always like joked around about how like there's fucked up shit going on in Hollywood, and he was gonna like try and put it out there in the show and whatever. So there's little things throughout the whole show. So I want to go watch it again now to see like what he was like trying to tell people, because there's no way that's a coincidence, bro. You ended
There's
with
too
a
many.
P. Diddy song and you started the show with a fucking Jay-Z song. Like,
And P. Diddy and Jay-Z have even had their elbows with politicians. I know we said don't get political,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's
We
like
are. We always do.
what
Sorry, guys.
you want to talk about
It's just
being
going
being
on.
in the
It's
club.
real.
You want to talk about being in the club. It's like, how many pictures of powerful people can you have that you're around and then not know anything?
Yeah.
And that
It always just fucks me up. Bill Cosby fucked me up. R. Kelly fucked me up. They all fucked me up. P. Diddy's fucked me up. They all fuck me up.
you said you'd be upset if it was everyone.
I
but
really
the
would be.
only way that you could keep such a secret like that is if it's everyone.
Dude, Ellen DeGeneres moved out of the country. And then I go back and I see all these people that have been on Ellen DeGeneres. There was even this video of P. Diddy dancing with cancer kids. I'm like, what the fuck? This is evil.
Yeah.
If this is true, it's evil. And the and you know, it sucks because we live in a world too, and I've kind of like looked myself in the mirror with this because I grew up, I love entertainment. I love movies. So and I fell in love with them because of ways that I could relate, right? So here I love Chris Farley. Oh, Chris Farley's my hero, right? Who's the real heroes to this country? It's the people who are fucking dying in fucking wars, right? And these are nameless men, police officers, people who are actually trying to protect us every day. Those are the true people, and we don't know their names. You know what I mean? So it's gonna fuck me up if Ben Stiller, Jim Carrey, if all these motherfuckers who I looked up to are evil,
Yeah.
like, bro, that's not good.
Yeah, it's sad as fuck.
That whole celebrity thing is just not good.
'Cause now
you're
I'm
right,
lining
we
up-
lost sight.
Bro, now not only am I lining up political leaders like I was 6 years ago, god damn it, now it's my favorite Hollywood actors and
Actors.
and directors.
And it's not even like,
I'm going, holy fuck.
and not even just the ones that were like directly involved. It's the ones that like, oh, who knew about it?
Yeah.
And was just not saying shit about it. Like,
Yeah, 'cause that's
that
just
makes
as
it
bad.
Yeah, that's just as bad, and it makes it so many more people.
Dude, and watching Saturday Night, the movie, I was just like, how much of this is even real?
Oh yeah, Saturday Night
With the
Review here,
setup.
Jones. We'll do a little Saturday Night Review.
Seriously.
Me and Brendan watched it last night. We grew up on Saturday Night Live. I grew up on Saturday Night Live and Mad TV, right? And I thought that was the funniest shit. I thought that was the way to be. I saw all my favorite actors start there and become movie stars. because of Saturday Night Live, because of Mad TV, right? And I wonder how the fuck Lorne Michaels never had a stroke or a heart attack when you're dealing with all the things. The way that Saturday Night movie made, it's like, how did anything ever get done? How would you ever get that done?
Yeah, it was going after, it was like leading up to the first episode with George Carlin as the host.
Oh, wow.
Overall, I gave the movie like a 5.2, JonJones, just because the acting was okay.
The acting was good.
It was okay. It was good. I thought they picked good people to represent everyone, right?
Agreed.
And I thought everyone was doing a good job. I liked the guy who played Billy Crystal.
Yeah.
And I felt bad for Billy Crystal. I'm like, damn, my man Billy Crystal was trying to just get a spot. Never could.
They're like, oh, we got 4 minutes. He's like, can you do 2 minutes?
Yeah.
It's like, damn, Lorne.
Because Billy was funny back in the day, dude. And now mostly people know him as Finding Nemo's dad. You know? Like, fuck.
Him, Robin Williams, they all came up in that same. Like,
yeah, dude.
They were the goats.
They were funny as fuck.
Yeah.
And but yeah, Saturday Night Live. Did all that happen the way that it actually happened? I don't think so. It was kind of stale. Kind of left a little stale.
I did I gave it a 5.5 because you did learn things too.
Right.
Like I did learn about this guy. J.K. Simmons plays this freaking guy named Milton Berle, who was a comedian, and he actually was a host in like the 4th season. And Lorne Michaels says the worst episode, he pulled it from syndication. But that J.K. Simmons guy, or J.K. Simmons, the actor who played
phenomenal actor, by the way.
Milton Berle. Milton Berle apparently really whipped his
dick out like that.
Dick out like that, and everyone in Hollywood said it was huge. I know it's a funny like trivia thing, but it's like this was before the Me Too movement, way before, way before. And then like how they have Dan Aykroyd hitting on all the girls and stuff, and it just made me go like, oh man. How much stuff did these guys and Chevy Chase? How much stuff did these guys?
And that's the shit they put in there. So
Chevy Chase, man, that guy. It seems like he was, in his mind, like the main character, right?
He was a comedic rock star, though.
He really was, and like I bet shit went down around Chevy Chase in parties. You know what I mean?
100%.
Holy,
he was making it snow every day,
and bro. I bet you laughed. I bet if you didn't hate him, if you didn't hate his fucking guts, you know what I mean? I bet he was fucking funny.
Even in Community, he was an asshole, but he was so fucking funny, dude.
Right?
So it's funny in that show.
Yeah, he's a great.
That's almost like a whole generation in itself bundled up in a person. Almost. Small period of time.
It's like him and Steve Martin.
Yeah.
Steve Martin's
just a
one of those people.
small little period of time crunched up. And if there's a human to bring back for those to replicate that decade, it's Chevy. You know what I mean?
Who's gonna be that person for us like now?
Oh God.
Like who's gonna represent like?
Dude, I'm just happy that we all know that Chevy Chase is like an asshole.
Yeah.
Because there was probably those people that like met him and worked with him that didn't know and like were really let down.
Do you think he hit it? I don't think he hit it.
Oh hell no!
I don't think he hit it. I don't think he gave a fuck.
No, that's why I would have been upset meeting your hero and then being like, "Oh man, he's a dick."
Yeah.
We know.
But
so if I ever meet him,
I give him more. If he was an asshole and he didn't hide it, I give him more respect because he was just being who he was.
Yeah. But there's people that have been like at that level on SNL too that I've heard were the opposite. They were always cool and humble,
right?
Like Adam Sandler, and Chris Farley.
I wonder if Chevy had a chip on his shoulder. It seemed like he had. And what was it about?
Well, he came from rich parents.
I would like a Chevy Chase movie or a documentary so that I can understand this man more. That's what Saturday Night did to me.
Yeah.
And my boy, Brendan didn't like him after Saturday Night. John Belushi, because I love John Belushi, and like his story is pretty incredible in itself. And Brendan was like, "Oh no, he came off arrogant asshole. Like I probably wouldn't have couldn't stand him."
This is true, Joe.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude, he's got the opportunity of a lifetime, and he's bitching about putting on a bee costume.
Exactly. That's because me and Brendan would be doing that shit in a heartbeat on Saturday Night. Like, give us the bee costume.
If I was Lorne Michaels, I'd have been like,
put the best fucking bee you've ever seen.
Put the bee outfit on, clown. Put it on.
I wish Brendan,
Dance, little bee.
I wish I was sitting in front of the mirror and Brendan's yelling at me like that. I'm like, okay, you're right. It's go time. You know what I mean? Like,
Just start slapping you. And
yeah,
shit.
I wish.
dude,
Fuck it, I'm putting
That's
this bee
depression.
costume.
they
on.
were all dicks to Jim Henson, too, of the Muppets. That pissed me off, too. Jim Henson seems so cool.
Shout out the Muppets.
The one guy who I learned about that I didn't know was Lorne Michaels' buddy, who was the writer and also
Michael O'Donoghue, I think, was his name.
Yeah, that guy probably caused some hell. JonJones, if you don't know the Saturday Night Old School crew, go back and watch some of them. I don't know. I still think it's historic. Saturday night, they changed the map.
Saturday Night Live's histories, they've got a lot of good. There's still even some skits now, every now and then, that are pretty good.
Oh yeah,
Shane Gillis being on there was really good. I don't know if you guys saw every year the Weekend Update people. It's Colin Joust. It's Scarlett Johansson's husband or something, and then Michael Che. They like switch jokes. They like swap jokes.
Oh yeah.
So he'll say like black jokes, and then he'll say like Jeffrey Epstein like white jokes and shit, and it's fucking hilarious. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out for sure.
I quit watching Saturday Night Live for the longest time.
Yeah.
And then
same.
the 2015-16 era of when Donald Trump was first running for presidency, they zapped me back in.
Yeah.
And I was on that shit every weekend for Saturday Night Live. And they were killing it.
Yeah.
Now I'm back to I don't watch it anymore.
Yeah. I just see like clips every now and then, especially like when Shane Gillis was on, or people that like I actually enjoy like in regular like podcasts or whatever. But yeah, that clip of Colin Joust and Michael Che, they're like trading jokes. He talks about Scarlett Johansson being like roast beef now after they had like a baby and shit. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh my god,
it's funny. It's a good.
That
She
might
was
be-
there. She was there.
Oh,
she like
laughing?
laughing, reacting
Okay.
to it. So
That's good.
it's pretty good.
Those two and Keenan Thompson, they're the best part of Saturday Night Live. Dude, honestly, it's like none of the cast members right now are very memorable to me. Like
Yeah, they're
Bill
just kinda
Hader,
more stale.
Amy Poehler, Tina Fey. You know, there's so many names you can list.
Tracy
Mike
Morgan.
Myers, like Tracy Morgan. You could keep. There's so many names, but right now, it's like
Goats.
they rely so much on old people. How many times they got Andy Samberg and Maya Rudolph back on?
Yeah.
dude, I miss
Fred,
when Bill.
Fred Armisen keeps coming back.
Bro,
They keep sending them back.
Yeah.
I miss when Bill was on. Bill Hader's one of the funniest
Oh,
human
yeah.
beings to walk
Bill
this
Hader,
planet.
yeah.
Literally.
He's
He's
a good one.
fucking one. Again, he's one of my heroes. And if fucking Bill knows something and did something, I'd be fucking pissed. I'm ready to riot. You know what I mean?
Oh, they all.
I'd be
know.
ready to riot. I'd be like, okay, it's time to go. Like shit's got to change.
Yeah.
These ain't who good. No. All right, but yeah. Merry Christmas, Jobins. Merry fucking Christmas if you're listening. Ho ho ho. Hope you're having a good holiday, and I hope it's a safe one. I hope you're with your family. You know, if you're down this Christmas, just surround yourself with people that love you. It's the most important part.
100%.
We're doing a little top 5 Christmas movies list. I'm going to go first. My top 5 movies, and I'm switching them up a little bit. Number 1, The Grinch with Jim Carrey. I was a little kid when that came out. It was a huge deal. I can still remember winning a little Grinch after the movie when I went in the arcade, because they had Grinch stuff everywhere. I was like, oh, I got to win one of them. Jim Carrey, again, legend. Honestly, like when you got to go through that makeup and shit for all that and then go act, and for him to be able to act like that on top of that, incredible.
He's a legend. Even when he's not in makeup and everything, he does the face.
He can do the he's an expressionist, dude. Top notch. Number 1, Grinch. Number 2, and it feels almost basic for me to say it these days just because of how many fucking people love the movie and how much it's everywhere now. Elf. Because I remember seeing it in theaters with you and not knowing, watching it, that would be everyone's fucking favorite Christmas movie ever. You know what I mean? Because it's just everywhere and it's number 1. And I get it. It's great. But I still do remember kind of being like, oh, well, the ending was pretty, I don't know. It could have been better. Will Ferrell's awesome. I think the overhypeness has kind of dampened the spirit that I've loved for it.
It's still a
still
classic.
good.
It's a classic now.
It is, man.
And you got to hold on to how it
is.
made you feel when you first watched it, too.
And that's exactly what I'm trying to tell myself.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to look at everything when I turn on the TV.
Because that's easy to fuck shit up for you. You got to like remember how you felt when you first saw it.
It really is. It really is. So that's why it's number 2. Because it's still one of the greatest Christmas movies ever. And I love Will Ferrell. 100%. And again, if Will Ferrell knows something, I'm going to have to burn this movie. All right. Number 3, Nightmare Before Christmas. That's one of the most classic.
Oh, shit.
That's on your list, huh?
It's on my list, Nightmare Before Christmas. And you can argue whether if it's a Christmas movie or not, but it is. And it's one of the greatest movies for claymation history. It probably put claymation, that's probably what put claymation on the map, is Nightmare Before Christmas. And it's still amazing to this day. It's just a vibe. You put it on, it's a vibe. So that's number 3. Number 4, Gremlins. Again, Gremlins. Because to me, that is a nostalgic feeling that only exists when you watch that movie. It takes you back to a certain time. Holidays don't even feel the same anymore. Growing up, the holidays, you had those movies to watch. It just felt like a time. And Gremlins is a fucking
And
classic.
he's so cute. His little buddy, Gizmo.
Bro,
right?
the
I love that little
story.
guy.
The story of Gremlins. Just so good.
And you can't have the movie without Christmas. Christmas is essential.
Yep.
So it is a Christmas movie.
And how they turned bad if they ate and he ate. And it's just you're going to get life lessons in that movie. And I love it. Number 5, Bad Santa. Billy Bob Thornton. Bernie Mac. This was a time when I was still a kid. And Christmas was a time of not Bad Santa. Bad Santa came out. It was like, holy shit. Christmas got raunchy. Santa's clapping cheeks in the back room doing coke. It was funny. It was good. Billy Bob Thornton was fucking hilarious. It was just a great concept of what it takes to be a Santa guy in the mall.
It's
Those
a
are my
good
top
one.
5.
It's a good one.
Yep. Let's hear Brendan's.
Well, my list has some similarities.
Your brother, hold on, sorry. Your brother would say that I was every time we'd watch Bad Santa, he'd go, "Oh, look, it's Ricky," and on the kid.
Yeah.
So when
the kid's name?
oh man,
Because that was always such a good part about that.
When
he
he-
was such a terrible Santa and the kid was so innocent.
when he cut open his hand, that's the scene where
Oh
Nick's
my
like, "That's
God.
so Ricky," the way he went off screaming and crying. So like because of those memories too, that when I watch Bad Santa, that's the shit I remember.
That's fair. That's fair. When you got personal memories like
Yep.
that to tie in.
Oh yeah. And my dad loved Bad Santa. My mom and dad, but my dad really loved Bad Santa. He would laugh his ass off. So that's another reason too. All right, my bad.
No, you're good. Because my number 5, starting at the bottom, Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Because honestly, the makeup and everything, and that was the last movie that the Dr. Seuss estate let be live action.
What about
Because Cat in the Hat ruined it.
Oh
I-
my
hold on.
After they
Brendan-
made the Grinch.
Brendan, you're
and
wrong. The Grinch came out in the 90s. Cat in the Hat came out in 2003.
The Grinch did not come out in the 90s.
2000?
2000, maybe 2000. It's definitely a 2000s movie. And then Cat in the Hat came out after The Grinch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, The Grinch was like the last good movie that was live action that a lot of people would say.
Uh-huh.
Because when they made Cat in the Hat, the
Which is
Dr.
amazing.
Seuss estate was so pissed. They said, you can't ever make live action
That's why I love Mike Myers.
Dr. Seuss ever
Michael-
again.
That's why I love Mike Myers.
Mike Myers.
So, okay. I get
Okay,
what
my
you're
bad.
saying.
I didn't understand you correctly. I apologize.
But The Grinch, that's why The Grinch is so crazy too. So I do have that up there. Then I can't believe you did not have this on here. Go ahead, fact check. I can't believe you don't have A Christmas Story at number 4.
That's
Christmas
because it is, but bro, that's like my parents' generation. That ain't my generation.
You see, that's why it's such a classic,
Yep.
because it makes you miss a time that you didn't even experience yourself.
Yep.
That's how good of a movie it is. That's how good it transports you
It
to a
is.
time where you're like, wow, it sounds like that was such a nice time.
It's in the top 10, not
So,
top 5.
Number 4, A Christmas Story. Number 3, Elf, because that's a classic.
What's your password?
It's my birthday. It's 1-9. You know my year, and then the 1-3.
Okay.
Now maybe they can.
Don't have your phone around anyone. All right, thank you. Sorry, go ahead.
But so after Elf, because that's already we had that in common. Number 2, our boy Chevy Chase is the lead. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Classic,
that one.
classic. So yeah, that one's.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas 2000. Well, I was 1 year off.
But so it wasn't in the 90s.
You said Christmas.
You said 1993.
I said
think.
1999.
You said something crazy.
I thought I said rewind. Might have been 99.
Jamie.
My bad. It's great.
Christmas Vacation though.
Okay.
Number 2.
Okay.
And then number
That's
1.
number 2 for you?
Dude, that's a great movie still.
God, that one makes me mad.
I love that movie.
I know that's not even in my top 10 for Christmas movies.
And then it's got the classic poster with him.
I know.
With him all lit up.
Yeah.
Getting
That is a
electrocuted.
classic poster. That's a good one.
I don't know why I
Fucking
can't
Chevy.
stand that one.
Elaine from Seinfeld's in it.
I know.
Elaine Bennett.
I don't know-
Randy Quaid as
Something
the
about me
crazy
can't
uncle.
stand that movie. I don't know why.
It's a classic. JonJones, it's a classic.
I bet
That's
Home
the way
Alone's
it
going to be
is.
number 1 for this guy.
You silly, silly boy.
Okay, which one is it?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Classic. You want to talk about the best claymation? Way ahead of its time. You talking like the 60s, dog. And
a good
then
one.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And then we always would
That's
sing
top
that
10.
song as a kid. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You know what I'm talking about? Then you got the elf who wants to be a dentist. Then you got the Abominable Snowman.
The Abominable Snowman was the one that always hit for me.
The Silver and Gold, the guy.
Yep.
Dude, the classic songs.
Snowman guy? Oh, yeah.
Bro.
Top 10.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, #1.
Oh yeah.
I do respect that because, like, that is the staple, right? Like, that is the staple of Christmas spirit, joy, movie, everything.
The Island of Misfit Toys. You can't even.
You're right.
You can't even have Elf without the
You're right.
inspiration.
Yeah. Damn.
You're right. But the thing with me, the reason why that's not on Schmitty's top 5 of Christmas movies is because it's like, it's so kid movie. It's such a kid movie that, like, if
We're talking about Christmas.
I know.
Christmas is for kids.
Yeah, my list is
I
more,
know.
more adult. It feels like.
It seems like for me too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Because, yeah, there is adult humor in Elf.
Mhm.
There is adult humor in Grinch.
Mhm.
I don't know about Nightmare Before Christmas, but there's, like, life lessons.
Word.
It's still a good list. It's
Right?
not like any list is better than the other.
Right?
I mean,
No,
I
no,
think
no.
my list might be,
Right?
a
I
I think
better
yours
list.
is. Yeah, I think your list is definitely the more Christmas list.
Because there was, like, 5 of those back in the day. There was Rudolph.
Mhm.
There was, like, 5 of those movies, that classic, timeless, that you'd watch all of them.
Mhm.
And it'd be right after. What were the other ones? Fuck.
I feel like It's a Wonderful Life. Is
No, like those cartoon
still a
movies.
good
You know what I mean?
classic.
Like, they all had a kind of that theme.
What was that Tim Allen one?
Oh my God, dude! Tim Allen's Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one
Was it
too.
just-
That's on.
was
Is
it
that
just
on your
called-
list?
No, but I
thinking
just
of,
thought
like-
of that one right now because I was thinking of Christmas.
You know
movies.
what? We need
The
Christians.
Drummer Boy. Remember The Drummer Boy?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't
Yeah.
that a Christmas movie?
I think so. Yeah.
Wasn't that kind of like the very similar kind of thing of, like, this is Frosty?
Mm-hmm.
Because there was other ones too.
Frosty the Snow. No, was Frosty in it?
There was a couple other ones. Drummer Boy, Frosty the Snowman.
Dude, we're gonna be thinking about this.
Yeah,
now,
dude.
and
I gotta
There's
get
gonna
off.
be more that are gonna come.
There
up,
is.
come
There
up,
is. Let us know in your comments. In the comments, JonJones, put your top 5 Christmas movies.
I'm gonna hit you guys.
I want to
with
know.
mine real quick.
Yep. Let's hear Chris's.
All right. I'm gonna start at the bottom. Number 5, The Night Before. Do you guys
oh
remember
my God,
this movie?
The comedy
With
Seth Rogen.
and
Yeah. Purely
Joseph Gordon.
because that
I liked it.
the Runaway piano scene
Uh-huh.
where they're doing like the Tom Hanks. What was the Tom Hanks movie where he's
Oh,
like playing
big.
Yeah, where he's playing the piano, but they do it with Runaway
Yeah.
by Kanye
Run
West.
away.
That's like one of my favorite Christmas movie scenes like ever, just because I love
It was that was a good
song.
scene. It was
Yeah.
a good scene.
So that's number 5 for me, and also I liked like the theme of like the friends.
I can tell you're number 4 right now. Office Christmas Party.
No,
Okay.
that's funny though. That's a funny movie. But also I like the theme about like the friends like getting older and like getting like they're all doing their own thing now.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true.
Like one of them still trying to keep the guys together, but everybody's just kind of separating and stuff because that's real life shit that happens like during the holidays and all that stuff.
It
so.
is a good movie.
I respect your opinion.
So yeah, that movie. Number 4 is Bad Santa. Also,
Okay.
yeah,
There we go.
big Billy Bob Thornton fan, and
Same.
yeah, he killed that whole movie. And like I can't remember the kid's name.
Dude, back in the day, Billy was clapping Angelina Jolie. Like, what?
That little clip of them like on the red carpet, and
They just fucked in the limo.
Yeah, they just fucked in the limo,
and now they're
all-
coming out there, bro.
and she's still looking at him
Billy
like they're
Bob
about to
Thornton.
fuck right then. Yeah, that-
Bro.
legend, rock star too. Another
Yeah,
rock star.
Rockstar.
Yeah, legit. I took a picture of him at a Hooters because I went to a Hooters and he was like with like 7 fucking Hooters.
I'd have went right up to him.
That's so sick. But anyways,
Sorry, Bob.
anyways, number 3. I'm gonna switch out the Grinch. Grinch isn't gonna be in my. It's a great movie. I love the.
Was
Grinch.
it on your list?
It was,
Oh.
but I'm gonna switch it out with another comedy. A Harold and Kumar
Oh my
Christmas.
Christian.
Christian.
Yep.
Really?
That is such an unwatchable movie.
To you, but I grew up on all 3 of those movies. and
So
thought-
did I. Harold and Kumar was the time when I couldn't even go to White Castle. Was in that time frame where my mom would try and stop me from watching those kinds of movies.
And I
I
still,
said, "Fuck no."
it's still a comedy to me, and it makes me laugh, and it makes me think of Christmas. So it's up
I
there.
mean, it's a Christmas movie, 100%. So
I remember being so upset when that one came out because I loved them and I was like, okay, let's see what their Christmas movie is. And I was like, and that was when those 3D movies were really being thrown at us, and I couldn't stand the 3D movies back in the day.
Yeah.
I hated that time period.
gimmicky.
I hated it. I'm glad that's over.
Well, I mean, the only good Avatar.
Because when you go back and watch those movies, no, still, I was like, that was like what started it all.
Yeah, that's because of how legend. You know what you listen
Jellyfish, I
To
can
listen to what
touch.
you just said. Listen to what you just said.
I'm old school.
That's what started it all.
I
That's
know.
how good Avatar is in 3D, bud.
Damn.
Sorry. I'm sorry. It's a cinematic masterpiece, and so is Avatar: Way of Water.
And you know what is
And
another
guess
thing?
what? The next Avatar is going to be legendary.
Here was the other thing. That one was so good in 3D that none of the other 3D movies, I was like, well, that wasn't as good as Avatar when I'm supposed to be blown out of the water every new one.
Yeah.
And it never
It's
happened.
supposed to get better, not
Yeah, and it
start
was
off that way.
gimmicky.
That's true. That's true. No, not everyone can be James Cameron.
Well, I'm glad the 3D days are over. You know, I have weird thought that I have. I'm a collector, right? I have a box because when I worked at the movie theater, every time there was a new big 3D movie, they came out with their own 3D glasses, like theme, right? I have a box of those unopened, like a Man of Steel one, Turbo, like back when those were all big 3D
Shit like that-
blockbusters.
shit like that is worth money. Dude.
I wonder.
Yeah,
Because Schmitty's got that and they're all pristine
Yeah.
in the package and not opened.
that's dope.
You know what I mean?
Number 2.
Laughing at me, motherfucker. Sorry.
Number 2, The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yep.
It was my brother's like one of his all-time favorite movies. Shout out Angelo.
Yep.
And because of him, I grew up on it. So yeah, and it's definitely a Christmas movie, for sure. And then number 1 is Elf for me.
Damn.
I knew it's crazy because I grew up watching it like you guys too.
Mm-hmm.
But later on in life, I met a friend that was actually in the fucking movie.
Who?
What?
Yeah, it's like a short clip, but she was like as a kid. She's all grown up now, obviously, but yeah, she was a kid.
When he's talking to her in the city at the end?
Yeah, it's one of the little girls in the movie. I gotta watch it again to show you.
That's how well I know that movie.
Yeah, but anyways, I remember her telling me that, and it was like the first time that I ever thought, like, damn, if I wanted to, like, I could try and be in a movie. I just gotta like figure out the path, like either doing like the stunt shit or doing something. But if my friend, we're both like in the circus at this time, was telling me that she was in Elf, a fucking movie that's like historic for me. I was like, damn, there's a chance. You could always be in a movie or do whatever the fuck you want.
That is legendary.
If you push, yeah.
Jobins, if you are in Arizona or anywhere near us and you need a stunt double, please let us know. Chris will be your guy. And if you need some actors, me and Brendan are here to help because that's what we want to do too.
Yeah,
Ready
and
to make
Christian
movies.
acting too.
Yeah.
I feel like I.
Damn. We have
Roger
someone from the gym. Her dad directed what's that Will Smith movie? I'm blanking right now with his son. And it's such a
The
good
Pursuit
movie.
of Happiness.
The Pursuit of fucking Happiness. Thank you.
Great movie.
Great. Motherfucker directed it. I'm like, I
that's
need to
wild.
talk, and I haven't seen her since. I need to talk to her.
Her dad?
Her dad directed,
Wow.
and we can look his name up. Directed The Pursuit of Happiness. Like, bro, are you kidding me?
Well,
That's pretty dope.
Are you fucking kidding me? I gotta pee so bad.
Shannon's cousin.
Shannon Moranin?
He was a director too in like TV shows and everything. He's the one that filmed with the tents and everything that you saw.
Uh-huh.
Like I think like one of the police procedural shows.
Uh-huh.
You know, I can't think of the show right now, but a famous one.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's crazy. Can you boys talk about a subject real quick while Schmitty goes pee? Sorry, Joe, I
Oh,
gotta
no,
pee real
dude,
bad.
I got
boy's
some good stuff here.
My boy's got notes.
I got some
over
good
here.
stuff because guess what? Another movie, and this Christian's kind of nice because I don't think our other buddy really watched it. Red 1, Jobins.
Oh, yeah,
we
shout
watched
out Red
Red
1.
1, and
J.K. Simmons also in that.
that's right, and
He's
The
Santa
Rock,
Claus and The Rock.
and then Chris Evans.
Yeah,
But
as an asshole father.
dude, I'm not gonna lie, Jobins. There's like some stupid Christmas movies that are great.
Yeah.
And I think Red 1 was kind of funny.
You like sometimes you just have to take things for being just a little bit silly, like Cobra Kai. Like we were talking about, like Cobra Kai. If you don't take it as serious, it's not a bad show. You know, it's just a fun show. Like it's a silly show, but it's still fun. Like it's not very realistic, but yeah, it's Christmas also. Like how fucking real can you get? But
Shout out to my girlfriend because I subjected her through that movie too, and I could tell she did not like it.
Red 1,
Yeah.
really? Like at all? I thought it was pretty entertaining. Like it's not like a like a crazy feel good, like, oh my god, it makes me emotional type movie.
It
But
had new things in it,
yeah,
like
yeah.
ELF. That's an acronym, Joe.
Yeah.
It's ELF. Because The Rock's like it's ELF,
yeah.
and then that means I forget what it means.
Yeah, and it's what was it? The Power Slapping or some shit like that. They had like their own version of Power Slap.
Yeah, with
and-
Krampus.
Yeah, with Krampus.
that was
and
pretty good.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, strong as fuck all of a sudden, and
And
Yeah.
they had this cool tool where he shoots. He has like a gun that he shoots.
Oh, yeah.
And then it makes toys in the real thing. So he had like a jet ski that he
Yeah.
threw in the air, and then he shot it, and it turned
Yeah.
into a real one.
or he had like the I can't remember the name of the fucking toy, but
Oh my God, Rock'em Sock'em Robots, and they were
Sock'em
kicking
Robots,
everyone's
yeah,
asses.
Yeah, that was pretty dope.
The Rock cannot escape from just playing himself too.
Nope.
I kind of feel bad.
I couldn't stand that movie. I was out. Nosferatu comes out Wednesday, and boy, am I excited. I'm nervous.
You're gonna go watch that?
Yeah.
Is it a Christmas movie? Does it fall under Christmas? It's wintertime,
might.
and it releases on Christmas.
You know,
right?
Dracula is a love story. You know, Dracula is a love story. He's a man who's lost his love and he can't die.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine not being able to die.
It's like Hot Frosty.
You just want to go back and see your love, but
Yeah,
you
dude.
can't.
Fuck.
Damn it.
I feel bad for Dracula. So, Robert Eager. He's directed The Lighthouse, The Witch. Brendan, have you seen The Northman?
I love that movie.
You saw The Northman?
It's a cool Viking movie.
Yeah, you love the Viking shit. For me, Viking shit is so boring and hard to watch. I don't know why. It's the only thing.
Did you
know
ever
what I
watch
mean?
Vikings?
Bro, I no,
It's
I
like
can't
Mad
do
Max
it.
times.
I can't do it. It's just something that like it bores the fuck out of me. I don't know why.
Were you
Viking ships and ocean and axes and shields.
Were you a fan of Game of Thrones though?
I was.
Yeah,
It's still
interesting.
different.
It's a
'cause
small
they got
part.
dragons and stuff, so
It's
it's,
a
little.
small part.
It's different, but
Vikings are a small part of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's much broader. Vikings, just about Vikings, just about a strong guy
Boats.
defending his shit for love.
Boats and
it's,
beards.
it's the same
Dude,
shit.
Vikings
beer.
is so sick.
How strong can we make him look with a beard and a little pointy hat? I'm like, I don't know why.
Vikings was
boring to
good
me.
though. It was a pretty good show. Shout out Ivar.
The Lighthouse, I didn't watch the whole thing. That's one that I was doing I watched half of it. I finished half of it later, and I just haven't finished it. But the directing in that was really good. Like, it was really good. The acting is really good.
The Witch is really fucked up.
The Witch that's one of those movies, bro.
I liked it.
These satanic movies, like, they have a good premise, but it's always the ending that is so shit for me. Like, no end. Like that one, the movie where the girl, Hereditary. That ending was so fucking weird. Like, they always end weird. The Witch ended weird. Like, it had a good build-up, weird ending.
It's weird. Like some movies, like I don't know, Paranormal Activity. I remember they used to build up to like a crazy end, and then it would pay off.
Yeah.
The crazy end would pay off. But sometimes they build up to that crazy end, and everything happens quick, and it looks crazy how it's happening quick, but it's not like I don't know. It's not satisfying.
Yeah.
He's a good director, though. He sets the tone
He's a good director.
in his movies, and you can't deny that The Witch had a good,
Yes.
creepy tone to it.
Yeah.
And it left chills. It did give me chills just thinking about like the ending.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like-
was like, man, it is creepy because it's like I don't want to tell too much. I want to leave it up to the viewer to be like, hey, how creepy could this be?
Hopefully Nosferatu's like that. Kind of
That's
just
what I'm hoping.
immerses you in that whatever the world.
My expectations are high, Jobins, because Bram Stoker's Dracula, directed by Francis Ford Coppola. How do you say his name? Yeah.
Coppola, right?
Coppola. Who's
God.
he's 85. He's still kicking it.
Wow.
He's 85 years
I thought
old.
he'd be older than that.
You know, Quentin Tarantino was on Joe Rogan. He was talking about how, like, as directors get older, they get worse. And I think it's true.
Damn.
Bro.
So he's saying he's not as good as he used to be?
Just because of the movies that he's been having coming out. Because, bro, Francis, he's won 5 Oscars. You're talking about the guy that made The Godfathers, Apocalypse Now, The Outsiders, and then you go to Jack. And then after that, I know, I love Jack too, but it's hard to watch now because of Bill Cosby. Whole fucking movie's ruined now because of Bill Cosby.
That is such a weird movie for him to direct.
Exactly. And it only gets weirder after that. And
he's
guess
still-
what? I'm going to tell you this right now. You ain't seen none of his movies after that. I'm going to tell you that right now. So how do you go from that to that? And another thing that was so weird, I went down a Godfather hole this morning, Jovins. We had the first two, 1972, 1974. So that's a wrap. Like those, I guess at the time felt like the story was finished because it wasn't until 1990 that they made the third one. That's a long time. We're still not, I'm not even alive, you know what I mean? But there has been so much fucking time that's gone between the second and third. So I was interested. I'm like, I wonder why it took so long to make the third Godfather. You know?
Popular demand, like you're saying, dude,
Right?
Because
They were like, come on, make the third Godfather already. And you know what was interesting? You want to hear a fun fact about Godfather 3 real quick?
what is it?
Al Pacino was offered $5 million to reprise his role as Michael, but he wanted $7 million and a percentage of the gross, right? Yeah. Guess what Francis did? He's like, motherfucker, I'll start the movie with your death scene. Gangster. Bro, that's Godfather directing right there, motherfucker.
That's pretty fire.
You know what I mean? He said, oh, yeah? He says, I'll start this fucking movie with your death scene and proceed, motherfucker. That was some Dana White shit. You know what I mean? Oh, really? Oh, really? You want $7 million part of the gross of the film?
Welcome to Power Slap.
To Al
motherfucker.
Pacino. To Al Pacino. Who was the man back then? Probably like in the prime of Al Pacino's career.
True.
It was him, Robert De Niro.
Right?
Like, yeah.
Francis like, This
Have a
motherfucker,
seat, bud.
yeah, he's like, so I have a scene here. It's your death scene, Scott. We're gonna start the movie. If you don't want the $5 million offer,
That's a baller story.
gangster. I want a movie about that.
Isn't there a movie about or like a doc about the making of it?
I'm sure,
Like the whole
bro. Francis,
franchise?
he's one of the greatest directors to ever fucking live. The Godfathers 1 and 2, we'll get iffy about 3. Apocalypse Now, which is still fucking great, and all the messages in that movie. The Outsiders.
A legendary movie.
Have you seen The
I don't think
Outsiders?
so, no.
Great book too.
Bro, I got introduced to The Outsiders because of my dad, because he loved those movies, and that's like was his era, right? Greasers, all those
Yeah.
kind of. That's such a damn good movie. And you got Matt Dillon, you got Patrick Swayze, you got Tom Cruise, you got who else is in there?
That's all-star cast.
Karate
For
Kid.
back then.
Yeah. Ralph
Macchio?
Macchio.
And remember what happens to him?
Yeah.
To Karate Kid and The Outsiders? Bro, that
It's one of the
movie's
saddest
so fucking good. To this day, The Outsiders is one of the best movies ever, in my opinion. And then you got Dracula. So this is all going back to Nosferatu. Sorry, full circle with it, Jovins. I have high expectations because when I was a kid, there were certain movies that were so fucking scary to me that once I watched them, I could never watch them again because it would just fucking terrify me. And that Dracula movie was one of them. I remember I remember being like fucking 5 watching that movie with my mom and just scared out of my fucking mind the whole entire movie. And then I was like, oh God, I never want to watch that again.
Yeah.
But then I got older, and when I wasn't scared, I went back and watched it. I'm like, damn. Because as a kid, I was just so, oh my God, this movie's terrifying. But then I didn't understand the love story to it when I got older, when I rewatched Dracula.
Yeah.
And there's a beautiful love story in that movie. It's
Pretty sad,
crazy.
but
Yeah, you know what I mean? And Gary Oldman as Dracula, incredible.
Yeah.
Like, Gary Oldman was the fucking man back in the day. He's still the man. But Gary fucking Oldman as Dracula back in the day, he should have won an Oscar for that.
That one in Interview with a Vampire.
Oh, yeah. Interview with Vampire is so good.
Yeah, that's another good one.
But yeah, so my high hopes for Nosferatu are huge. The cast, we got Bill Skarsgård as Nosferatu, which he kills it. It wasn't his fault for being horrible, you know?
First one was pretty good.
Yeah.
I like the first one.
It can't be cheesy, man. Nosferatu this movie cannot be cheesy. It's got to be serious.
I can't see it.
Yeah. To really get me. It's got to be good. And it looks.
But not stale either.
Yeah.
It can be serious and not fucking stale. It just has
I
to
can
be
see where Robert Eager's trying to be like Francis. I can see what there's that scene where like the blinds are blowing and you see Dracula reach out with his shadow. And then this part where he's reaching over the city. Like, you get these glimpses of Bram Stoker's Dracula. So I'm hopeful.
You know what, too, though? I'm still reserved on it because, like, I was so hopeful for Longlegs and because the directing and everything and, like, how they marketed it.
Yeah, they always
to where
say-
that movie was shit, dude.
It was.
I did not like Longlegs at all.
I know, and I'll never watch it again.
And then another movie that was just like that, too, where I was really impressed with the directing and everything, Napoleon.
Right?
And that wasn't nearly as good as I was hoping. So I still have high hopes for Nosferatu, but it's like it could be bad, too.
Yeah, I'm not looking at reviews or anything like that because every time I do that, I feel like it just
I know.
ends up disappointing you.
I know, and then that's the thing. If this one's bad, dude, I'm like, I think I might be done watching new movies. I might just watch older movies. I go back to the black and white days and just start over.
You could do old movie watch-alongs.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
They're doing a reboot
Classics.
of American Psycho next.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
and they're gonna have
yeah.
Austin Butler play Patrick Bateman.
Yeah.
So he's playing over for Christian Bale.
You know, I'll take Austin Butler over your Dune boy.
Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a movie coming out on Christmas too.
I don't even want to see him anymore.
Why?
Bob Dylan, dude.
Ah.
The complete unknown.
Dude, he was on Theo Von show, and he
unknown.
seems like he's a pretty cool guy.
He's probably pretty cool, but like, to me, he's overrated. To me.
He was on College
I'm
Game
sorry.
Day, and he knew his stuff about college football, so that was pretty funny. That was cool.
I'm not
But-
going to hate on him as a human because I don't know him.
Yeah.
All I know is the Timothy Chalamet as an actor.
Yeah.
And there's only been one thing that I've enjoyed that he's done.
Dune.
And he had a very small role. Don't Look Up.
He had a small role.
And he seemed like a cool kid in the movie. Like, he was a cool kid. He had a crush on Jennifer Lawrence, and he's just dealing with the end of the world. It was such a small role, but it was a damn good role for him. So I need more of that for me to get back behind Timothy. Because Dune ain't it.
Dude, what?
He's another one that's been pretty funny on SNL though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
His episodes on SNL are pretty good.
Yeah. I don't like Dune. Sorry. I didn't like the Willy Wonka. Sorry. I don't like I haven't seen the Bob Dylan yet. Maybe that could be the one that changes my mind. Maybe.
Yeah.
But I love Bob Dylan, and you got to do those movies good.
Like
You got to, yeah, dude. Like Walk the Line. Joaquin Phoenix, Walk the Line was such a huge deal when it was coming out. You know what I mean?
Johnny Cash has a cameo in the movie too.
Yeah.
In the Bob
I
Dylan
don't
one.
feel that for this with Bob Dylan. And Bob Dylan deserves
But
to
Johnny
be felt that way.
Johnny Cash was an outlaw. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bob Dylan's more of like the peace, like you know what I mean?
Rolling Stone. Yeah.
But yeah.
The times change. Yeah.
You should have been Bob Dylan.
You would have played a good Bob.
I know. It's like this. Did Tim? You know what I get? You know what I get? That he didn't know shit about Bob Dylan before he became. They're like, hey, we want you to be Bob Dylan, and he's like, okay, I got to go learn about Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
There ain't no love there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee Joaquin Phoenix already knew about. Guaranteed.
Well, I mean, when he was getting interviewed by Theo Von, I mean, obviously he's got to promote the movie.
Yeah, and he's got.
But it seemed like he was really invested even before.
He went on this thing. And he's like, I didn't want to be too much like Bob Dylan because I didn't want to take away Bob Dylan, but I didn't want to be not enough Bob Dylan to where the people didn't believe I wasn't Bob Dylan. Chill. Chill.
Chill, Bobby.
You make this movie because you want to fucking respect Bob Dylan, bud.
Yeah. Share
So
your
give
story.
it what it's supposed to be.
Do it justice.
And don't tell me you ain't trying to be better than Bob Dylan. Because that's, as a viewer, I'm supposed to believe you're Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Next. Bye. Thanks, Timothy, for coming. Appreciate it.
Nosferatu.
Appreciate if I'm the guys picking
Yeah.
the cast and I'm sitting at the table. Thanks for coming, Timothy.
He's got big shoes to
I need
fill.
to see. I need a Schmitty skit where you're doing that.
Yeah.
Where you're casting people
Nope.
for your roles. You
This
could have-
new wave.
Yeah, you could have. That'd be funny.
But yeah,
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe I'm talking a lot of shit.
Yeah, dude. You're on the hate Tim.
Oh, I know. I know. Hey, people grow on me. Like, what's his name? Shane Gillis.
Hmm.
He grew on me.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big Shane Gillis fan.
This dude's so funny.
I love him.
Fucking hilarious.
He's funny as
Shout
hell.
out Blue Knights.
It just sometimes has to happen. I love that skit where he's
Grilled
pointing the gun
cheese.
at people and then he's like, puts it in
Yeah.
his mouth like that shit. I will always laugh at that.
That is funny.
Yeah.
He's funny. And he seems pretty chill as a human being.
Yeah.
I hope he's a good guy.
He just called out Nick Saban, the old coach of Alabama,
Uh-huh.
Alabama Jones, and he started like calling him out, saying that he tried to get people to join the team by paying him and shit like that. Like, rumors of that shit, and Nick Saban was not having it. He was pissed off, and he had like this weird fucking hat on too. So Shane Gillis was just roasting the fuck out of him, pretty much.
That's
He's
funny.
a real ass motherfucker. That's
Oh,
why I
yeah.
like him.
And dude, every time he's on Kill Tony, he's funny as hell.
Yeah, and dude, he's the one person that goes on Kill Tony and roasts the fuck out of Tony, and Tony can never come back at him. Like ever. Like David Lucas, they'll go back and forth, but Shane Gillis always just roasts the fuck out of him. I don't know. Tony never really bites back. It's funny.
When are we getting a Kill Tony Part 2 from Chris?
I'm ready, dude. Maybe this New Year's, the New Year's show's coming up. Who knows? But
That'd be
yeah,
cool.
I want to do it again for sure. Next time they're in Vegas or something like that, we should fucking both try and sign up. You got to do it too,
Yeah.
man. That'd be tight.
That would.
It would
Yeah.
be cool, man. I would like to try it.
I would just go out there and vent about something and freak out, have
Yeah.
him crash out,
There you go. People always love when you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
take my shirt off.
Do impressions.
There
Do
you
your
go.
Bob Dylan.
Yeah,
Dude,
Bob Dylan.
every time, even on here,
Do your Manchester impression.
bro, I don't know what it is. I'm really good at and people think I'm lying, but like, I'm good at my impersonations when I'm not trying to do them, when I'm not forced to.
Yeah, MMA guru too.
When I,
Schmitty.
yeah, I know. I know, I wish I could make fun of him and talk, but oh God, I fucking hate MMA Guru.
Not a great job, Schmitty.
Yeah.
Schmitty.
Ugh,
You even got me wanting
I
to do it.
fucking hate MMA Guru. Bastard. Fuck you, MMA Guru, you son of a bitch.
It's so funny.
Son of a bitch.
Fucking
Yep.
guru.
Yep. All right, Jobins. That was it. Episode 175. We upgraded. We finally did it. We appreciate you guys all sticking in and watching us and giving us love. It means a lot. We hope that we can inspire you guys to chase your dream because we're still just trying to chase ours and be better every day.
100%.
We love you, Jobins, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever
safe.
you're celebrating.
Thank you, boys.
Love everyone you got around. Thank you for coming on, brother.
Appreciate you guys
We'll
having
do
me
more.
on. Yeah, for sure. Love
Yeah.
you, Jobins.
Love you guys.
Love your family.
Be
Merry
safe.
Christmas.